I really didn't think I'd be bringing through a reading this side of Christmas because I'm moving house. I've also been integrating my own deep mystical experience of the Theotokos in this December 2025. And there was a message that came through, though all my cards are packed. I was, when you find stuff when you're moving, and I was in the garage, and in between two books, I found a tarot card from a deck I don't even have, and I've never seen this card before in my life. This was a few days ago. It's the Devil. And so I've sort of put it to the side initially. There was messages coming from it, and that have increasingly become louder over the last few days. And so I want to bring the message through. And then I actually even I opened one of the boxes. I grabbed the Intuit Oracle and the Sapphire Flame, my own Oracle deck, just to clarify a little bit more about what this Devil wants to say to you and what the message is. When I started reading from the card, the first strongest message that came out was something was taken back to bare bones. And so when you think about a house, when you're renovating a house, you take it back to the bare bones, the frame. And there's an overwhelming sense here that this is a serious conversation, and that the Devil, Capricorn energy, there is something that it has been seriously addressed or is being seriously addressed. And you've been taken back to your bare bones. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I started channeling a song. It's coming through now with this Devil card. It's a famous song, but I don't know it that well. It's Teddy Swim's Lose Control. And I actually looked at the lyrics for it last night, and it mentions something about taking the skin off the bones. And it feels like with this conversation, this serious conversation that's happening for you, it's about where that place within you that is for you and spirit, you and God, you and your creator, where you have put in that place a person, a feeling, an experience, a substance, instead of God, creator, source, the universe. You clean house, you clean out one codependency, addiction, and 7 more replace it. It's because that specific spot, that void is supposed to be void, because it's where the Holy Spirit enters into you. And it's not to say that those are the things we don't necessarily have a requirement for, like connection with other people, like whatever a substance is trying to treat the pain of. There is a message in that's not to be discarded. It's that the reason the Devil got kicked out of heaven is because that is a space for you, and that is a space for your creator. Now, when I pulled some cards from the Sapphire Flame, we got Gemini and Archangel Michael. Now, Gemini, the lovers, Mercury's roses. It's all about the thorns in the roses as boundaries that say, if you're going to touch this is protected. So there is a feat of strength involved in this pursuit. And Archangel Michael is basically at your door saying, or was at your door. For some of you, you've walked through this valley. But for some of you, Archangel Michael is at your door saying, call my name, because heaven has its warriors. Heaven has its defenders that will go into the depths of hell with you and walk you out. There is a call to action with Archangel Michael, and you might be feeling that. And that action is the final boss. It's you v you. And the reason why it's you v you, power struggle. The reason why it's you v you, power struggle, Wolverine, is because once you do that deep work and you look at the pain, and then you look at your own choices and you do that in a reflection, the hardest thing to face is your own forgiveness. And that is the key that opens that final door out of the darkness. There's help here. You can look at your shadow honestly and bravely, and it can terrify the shit out of you to the point where you condemn yourself. But then the hardest, bravest part is to take all of that and offer it up, and offer it up for forgiveness, offer it up to the heavens who already know. 2020, there is no judgment that is too great for God, for the angels to help you with. There is nothing that you come willingly with that will be denied. One of the bravest things you'll ever do is realize how exceptional you are, and that the light in you cannot be extinguished. And that Spirit is saying to take this as your sign. I'm just seeing like a pathway being lit up in... So there is a pathway lit up, and it's lit up by... I'm getting like it's the darkness, the experience of yourself and others who have had this devil energy, who have experienced this spiritual war. With the Lovers here as well, for a lot of you, there's a person, a particular person. It could be a lover, a parent, a teacher, a spiritual teacher, that you've put in the place of God. You've put in the place of, this is the mouthpiece of God. I put that on them. Now that where you place God is the source of your healing. Okay, and so that can make that's a machine that gathers momentum of obsession and addiction, because people have free will. And so when you need something in a person to heal you, and they're on their own soul path, choosing their own steps freely, that can feel like chains to them. And Spirit doesn't want that for you, because that, like I said, that place within you that only Spirit can fill, Spirit never leaves. That's available 24/7. It's not to discount that you don't need connection and love and relationship, because that's our nature as people. You do need that. But it's okay when people leave your life once you've had that Holy Spirit come and dwell within that space. Ooh. Let's get one more message. Oh my God. So we've got Saturn having a big role. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Now the other signs I did want to mention, I was picking up Aries. I know it's a Capricorn, the cornucopia, but I was picking up the Aries horns, the ram, Capricorn, Gemini, and Libra. But Saturn's here, so Aquarius is also here, number 8. And this has been a very rigid karmic cycle. I heard regulator. You have finished a huge, big cycle, and I'm just getting drawn to my passport over here. Some of you may be, oh, something just fell out of that. Hang on a sec. It was a receipt for a gold crucifix pendant I bought 10 years ago. Saturn is the regulator though, and the World card, this is a great, well, it might not feel very great, but this is a great accomplishment in terms of the work. So I don't know if I'm going to see you this side of Christmas, but I will come through and at least bring through a Merry Christmas message and a little bit of 2026. And I hope you are doing well out there. We are exiting a period of that Piscean Neptune So I hope that was helpful. Beautiful, beautiful one. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.